Give that man a knighthood. McTominay saved everything, might have actually saved Ten Hag's job. He came in and he did what we're supposed to do when you get the ball near the goal. But I mean, he is he has to be a number 10. My God. We look like absolute dog shit the entire game. But he got in there and they couldn't deal with him. They could not deal with him. And then you got Maguire up there with a nice header to him. Um, I think we deserved to win the game. They had one shot on goal. Well, that's not true. They had two that he skated at the end. Um, but I just hope that this just changed everything for us. I really does, because I was so worried that we were going to lose this game late on. And Ten Hag is the fucking man. He has to be the man, and this is what we need. And the fact that it was McTominay who doesn't get any game time, and Maguire who doesn't get any game time, guys that played before that everybody want to get rid of. These were the two guys that everybody wanted to get rid of. And they're the ones that saved probably his fucking job. I'm not saying he would have been gone, but he might have lost the dressing room. He might have lost the fans, everything. But those guys that everybody wanted to sell, and they actually played in really, I mean, Maguire did nothing wrong today. Okay? I thought he was pretty well. The back four didn't do anything wrong. Only the Lindelof just didn't clear it out, and that's how they got their goal. Our front line has been the problem, and the midfield has been the problem. The acrobat and Casemiro experiment failed miserably today. But thank God that we got guys that are guys that work really fucking hard. Maybe don't have the greatest talent, but he kept going and kept going. And that first goal was unbelievable as well. You can't. Both of his goals are world class for if he was a number 9. It was unbelievable. But the fact is, we went for it. We put on Garnacho with 30 minutes left. He didn't wait. He didn't wait on this. He did what he had to do, and the players responded to it. I have no. I mean, Brentford could have won the game, but they kept going down, trying to make it time lacing. We should have probably 8 or 9 more minutes, really, because they were time lacing. But I think Anthony played okay too. But let me go through this really quick. It was a similar game. First 5-10 minutes, we dominated. Probably could have scored, didn't do it. They get their first chance goes in. All of a sudden, their heads go down. We come out in the second half. We go pretty slow as well, but we look more in control of the game. But it kept seeming that we're not going to get what we're going to do. We had three goals go in the last 10 minutes. And one of them would have been off, probably a on goal. But I'm telling you, since I have not felt like this after getting that goal at the end, other than winning the treble when we came back and beat Bayern Munich, I was crazy because this is so fucking important. This reminds me of us when we won the FA Cup for Ferguson when he was about to go. Now, I watched the team, or I mean, I watched them back then, but it's not like it is now. I can watch it all the time, and everything was on his back right now. Even though it's not really his fault. A couple times you could say he started the wrong guys, didn't substitute on. The players hadn't done anything, but now the guy that everybody said should be sold, the other guy says that everybody should be sold, are the guys that won that game at the end. Maguire had 55,000 people on him. He got the ball to McTominay, and McTominay just said, "Fuck you, I'm going through." The guy was pulling him back. I mean, that could have been a penalty, but he didn't care. I'm so good. I feel so fucking much better for them and for guys like McTominay and the people that want Ten Hag to stay for this team, because we have to have him here. Who are you going to bring in to replace him? And then the players are going to have control. This is what we've always have to happen. This is Fergie time, but it's on Ten Hag game, and all we can do now is just go from here. We got 12 points out of 8 games, or 8 games. It's not good, but we were never going to win the championship anyway. We just have to continually play and have a progressive better and better. Hopefully, he'll understand that we can actually play this way, that we can allow our players to go up. And well, I mean, we deserved it at the end of the game. Brentford was just playing their back, and they thought they could hold it, and normally they can. We were. I'm not going to say we were fortunate. I mean, we had a ball that was taken out. So I was telling you, it's been like 25 years, what 99, 24 years that I went that crazy after when we scored at the end, and we've had so many between then and then that I didn't go crazy. But this was because it means so much to the future of this team, because we just can't start over again. It doesn't mean that they will not get rid of Maguire and McTominay next year, but McTominay has a place on this team, and so does Maguire. If he's okay to do what he's doing now, I have no issue with him staying. And the fact that people are saying that he was all about greed and stuff, guys like Mark Goldbridge and stuff, they need to shut the fuck up. They both do. All the people that said shit about McTominay and also about about um, now I've lost his Maguire need to really shut the fuck up. They just got proved wrong. Okay, I'm going to stop right now. I'm just going to tell you what I think. Overall, I think that we deserved the game at the end. Brentford did what they did. They got the goal, and they do what they normally did. Yeah, they looked like they were going to score again at sometimes, and they dealt with us. Their set plays are good. But at the end of the day, we just continued on and on and on. And once we got the goal, once McTominay, and these were good goals. I mean, they were hard goals. He had to put his, I mean, that volley was great. So I am so, as a supporter for so fucking long, 40 years, seeing this team going through stuff, and especially last 10 years where we continually get rid of managers all the fucking time. And you could hear it already. There are a lot of people around the world saying that we get rid of Ten Hag. And I'm like, the players finally stood up. The great thing is that Marcus was on the bench, Casemiro was on the bench, and they came back and won without those players. So those players have to understand they have to do better. They have to continually go forward and forward. There's too many times that Rashford just stands and doesn't do shit. He didn't actually play okay. He played okay today, but he didn't do enough. He's got to go through a wall to win, and that's what McTominay will do. That's what Maguire will do. They'll go through a fucking wall to win. So anyway, I'm going to go and I'll give you my match rating as far as my players. We put like 5 players on the team, so I'll talk about the substitutions first. McTominay's a 10. He's obviously the man of the match. He only played for 13 minutes. He's the man of the match, regardless. Anthony, a 6. Eriksen, a 5.5. Didn't really do a whole hell of a lot. Martial, the fact that he was on the pitch made other people have to go to him, so I give him a 5.5 as well. And Garnacho probably 7.5. The starting team, Rashford, I thought he played okay for him. Didn't get the goal, but I gave him a 6. Højlund never got the fucking ball. I gave him a 6. Can't blame him. He's trying to do stuff. He had a couple shots. Can't really do anything with that. Mount and Bruno, they're both 5s. Bruno, still, when he got to the middle of the field and we put him in the midfield, we played better. Even it was with him and Eriksen, and we know that we're going to be issues there. And clearly, Brentford, if they had a couple of good passes at the end, might have guys all basically one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but that didn't happen. Casemiro, he was a 5. He was losing the ball. He tried to push us forward, but not really good. Amrabat, the experiment didn't seem to work. Maybe in another game it might work. I don't know if we can have them together in the midfield. They just don't look as good as they should. They were so long early in that game, we never got the ball in the midfield. We were basically kicking the ball over to get to our forwards. And I'm like, if we're going to have Amrabat and Casemiro there, we have to be able to control the midfield. And we weren't doing it. So Brentford deserved to be in league in the first half. They do, because we couldn't even do anything in the midfield until Eriksen came on and actually did shit there. Well, I think I said everybody. I think. And Onana, I'll give him a 6. He probably should have stopped that first goal, but he had decent saves later. So those kind of like he saved us. If we were down 2-0 there, we're not going to win. So yeah, I'll go with that. Basically, that's it. Tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think this is going to be a turning point? I said it after the Crystal Palace game. Of course, that was the other type of team. It wasn't our normal one team. But the fact when you got Garnacho, they have to play him, and they do that with Rashford. But they almost know where he's going to go. Whereas Garnacho will go back into midfield, or he'll go down to the baseline. Whereas you know where Rashford goes, he goes right where it goes. It comes down this way, and he always goes into here. He very rarely goes here to the baseline. Very rarely does it go. He goes to the same place all the time, and sometimes it comes out for him, and the ball ends up on his feet. He had a couple chances, and I said he played okay today, but hopefully he'll understand that we didn't win. We came back and won without him on the pitch, and so can Casemiro can understand that as well. And the fact that these players that have been maligned by the fans and a lot of these motherfuckers online that saying they should have been sold, that one of them said they were greedy, and the other one, they'll say he's just not good enough to play for Manchester United. He played for Manchester United, scored 2 fucking goals in extra time, and won the game for us. So fuck all them, because they don't understand what it really means to be playing for Manchester United. These guys do understand that. Whether you think they're greedy or not good enough, they understand what it means to play for Manchester United. You guys have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.